Let's begin by offering our respects to ISKCON Founder Acharya and our preeminent Shiksha Guru, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Agyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Itti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha Kalpa Taruvyascha Kripa Sindhu Vya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Om Namo
Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate.
Okay, we welcome all of you to our weekly Krishna book classes. Thank you very much for joining. We have with us here Aja, Divina, Divya, Durga Prasad, Hari Kumar, Jagrati, Karuna, Lavina Dadlani, Meenakshi, N.C. Venkachari, Naresh Budrani, Auntie Neeta is there, my husband is there, my parents are there. Then we have Ritu Lalwani, we have Shailesh Latkar, we have Sri Radhe Hari Devidasi, we have Swapna Latkar, we have Upasna, we have Vivansh, and we have Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Okay. So what did we see in the previous class? What Leela of
Krishna
Krishna
showed
did we
his
see?
Krishna showed his universal form to Yaśodā.
Yes, very nice. Krishna showed his universal form to Mother Yaśodā. Very nice. What else did we see in that chapter?
Was it naming ceremony?
The naming ceremony of Krishna and Balaram, no? So who did the naming ceremony?
Gargamuni.
Gargamuni.
Gargamuni. Yes, Gargamuni did the naming ceremony. What else did we see in that chapter? We saw the naughty pastimes of Krishna, no? How he's being very, very naughty, how he's stealing butter, how he's um, pinching the baby, and
What he does is he urinate in the floor of Gopi's home and then he spits also there, and he steals butter, and when he feeds the monkey's tummy is all filled up. Then monkey no more want butter. Then he says, when a monkey doesn't want butter, then why should we eat also? Then like this, no butter, no good. And then all mischievous, and Gopi's coming in the Yashoda mother's home to complain, and he's staring at them, looking at them like, oh, I'm so innocent. No, I have butter in my home. Why would I want to go to your home to get butter like this?
yes, exactly. So we see all these naughty pastimes of Krishna. So how do we understand why is Krishna being so naughty? Why is he doing what he's doing?
Just to give them pleasure of his association, and also to fulfill their desires, exchanging their desires, whatever desire they have in their minds, to fulfill with Krishna's body and pastimes. So Krishna desires fulfills because he loves his devotees, and he wants to always see them safe and protected and happy, and wants to fulfill each and every desire of them to give them pleasure.
Yes, yes. So what quality did we say of all the qualities of Krishna, but which quality of Krishna is greater than all other qualities? Why does he want to give pleasure to his devotees? Because he is what? Bhakta dash.
Bhakta Vatsalya.
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vatsala.
Vatsala, no? Bhakta Vatsala, yes. So when he performs these naughty pastimes, he is nourishing the Vatsalya Bhav, the parental affection of the devotees in Vraj. Hmm. So where is Krishna and his associates? Where are they situated geographically right now? Where are they? Which town?
Vrindavan?
Not exactly Vrindavan.
Golok.
Is it?
Gokul.
Gokul, yes, they are in Gokul right now, no? They are still in Gokul. Gokul is some 25 kilometers away from Vrindavan. So they have not yet shifted to Vrindavan. They are still in Gokul. Okay, so Garga Muni, when he did the name giving ceremony, he said that Krishna is Narayana Sama. No, he's like Narayan. But then we discussed that how Krishna has four qualities that even Lord Narayan does not have. Who remembers what are those four qualities? What are the four qualities that Narayan does not have, but Krishna has?
Leela Madhuri, Prem Madhuri, Veena Madhuri, and Rupa Madhuri.
Yes, Rupa Madhuri, Venu Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, and
Prem Madhuri.
yeah. So what is each of them? Can you explain?
Leela Madhuri he is the performer of wonderful variety of pastime.
Yes. So he is Leela Purushottam, no? No, he performs very wonderful pastimes. Very nice then.
And then Veenu Madhuri is that he attracts his with the flute.
He attracts living entities by playing his flute, no? So when nobody can play the flute like how Krishna plays. Very nice. Then
And Rupa Madhuri is so attractive, like a 1,000 cupid of.
yes, he is more attractive than thousands of cupids. So he is most attractive. So Krishna is most attractive. Then
And then Prem Madhuri is the most lovable that everybody attracts with his love and everybody loves him.
He's always surrounded by his loving devotees. No, Krishna is always surrounded by his loving devotees. So these are the four qualities. Actually, there are 64 transcendental qualities in total. So Narayan has 60 and Krishna has all 64 qualities. This is explained in the Nectar of Devotion. Okay. What else did we see in the previous class? So we mentioned one Shakti, one potency, one energy of Krishna. That energy means that whatever Krishna desires, that should be fulfilled. What was the name of that Shakti? What was the name of that energy of Krishna? It starts with an S.
Satya Sankalp.
Yes, very nice.
Pardon?
Satya Sankalpa Shakti. No, Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Okay, today, by the mercy of Sri Guru and Sri Krishna, we are able to start with chapter 9 of the Krishna book. This chapter is titled Mother Yaśodā Binds Lord Krishna. See the name Yaśodā. What does that name Yaśodā mean? Yash means fame, Da means to give. So Yaśodā means the giver of fame. So she has made Krishna famous. She has given a particular fame to the most famous Krishna. No, because one of Krishna's opulences is that he is most famous. But Yashoda has made Krishna famous in one particular aspect. And what is that fame that she has given to Krishna? We will see in today's chapter. So this chapter describes the Damodar Leela. The Damodar Leela is the crown jewel of all the Vatsalya pastimes of Krishna. And it is this Leela that is celebrated by the Vaishnavas for one whole month. No, nothing else we celebrate for one whole month except for this Damodar Leela. Even Janmashtami, Radhashtami, we celebrate only for one day, right? But this Damodar Leela is what the Vaishnavas meditate on for one whole month, one whole month. And one who follows this month of Kartik or the month of Damodar is unlimitedly benefited, unlimitedly benefited. So we will see what this Leela is all about and then we will discuss further. Once upon a time, seeing that her maidservant was engaged in different household duties, Mother Yashoda personally took charge of churning butter. And while she churned butter, she sang the childhood pastimes of Krishna and enjoyed thinking of her son. So what is she doing as she's churning butter?
Singing the childhood pastimes of Krishna, and he is thinking of her.
And why is she herself churning butter, considering that she has thousands of maidservants, she's the queen, but she's personally churning the butter?
She is turning the
To give
butter
them,
because
to
then
give the motherly effect, no, to give the motherly love.
Motherly love. Because see, previously we saw how Krishna is stealing butter from the neighbors. So she is thinking that I will personally churn the butter so that she will assure that the best quality butter is made in the house. So she's thinking that then Krishna will not go and steal butter from other people's homes, no? So she wants to personally churn butter for her dear son, Krishna. And as she is churning the butter, she sang the childhood pastimes of Krishna and enjoyed thinking of her. So she herself composed those songs based on the pastimes of Krishna. So it means that she's very intelligent because it's not easy to compose a song. No, it requires some intelligence. So she composes them. She's singing them, and as she's churning butter, she's simultaneously thinking about Krishna. So she's using her body in the service of Krishna. She's also using her mind in the service of Krishna because she's thinking about the childhood pastimes of Krishna. So when we may be engaged in our household duties, but we should always think of the Lord. Krishna told Arjuna the same thing, that you fight the war. You're a Kshatriya, you fight the war, it's your duty to fight, but at the same time you have to think of me. So we may be very busy people, we may have so many things to do, but still simultaneously we have to think of Krishna. There is no excuse why we should not do it. Then the end of her sari was tightly wrapped while she churned, and on account of her intense love for her son, milk automatically dripped from her breasts, which moved as she labored very hard, churning with two hands. The bangles and bracelets on her hands tinkled as they touched each other, and her earrings and breast shook. There were drops of perspiration on her face, and the flower garland which was on her head scattered here and there. Before this picture, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Before this picturesque sight, Lord Krishna appeared as a child. He felt hungry, and to increase his mother's love, he wanted her to stop churning. He indicated that her first business was to let him suck her breast, and then she would churn butter later. So this was a day when actually Mother Yashoda, she got up very early and she's churning butter for her son. And Krishna, initially he was sleeping. No, on this day, it is described that Balaram and Rohini also were not at home. They had gone, they had received an invitation from the elders in the family and they have gone out of the house. So Yashoda and Krishna are alone in the house. Rohini and Balaram also were not present. So this day, Krishna, he gets up and then he goes to Mother Yashoda who's churning, and then he stops her churning and he's saying that actually because he wants to drink milk. So he makes her stop the churning, indicating that no, first you have to give me the milk and then you can continue churning. Your first business is to give me what I want. So this has just happened. Then let's see what happens next. Mother Yashoda took her son on her lap and pushed the nipple of her breast into his mouth. And while Krishna was sucking the milk, she was smiling, enjoying the beauty of her child's face. Suddenly, the milk which was on the stove began to boil over. Just to stop the milk from spilling, Mother Yashoda at once put Krishna aside and went to the stove. Left in that state by his mother, Krishna became very angry and his lips and eyes became red in rage. He pressed his teeth and lips and taking up a piece of stone, he immediately broke the butter pot. He took butter out of it and with false tears in his eyes, he began to eat the butter in a secluded place. So as Mother Yashoda was giving milk to her son, she saw that the milk that she had kept on the fire was beginning to boil over. So she wants to go and attend to the milk that was kept on the fire because she doesn't want that milk to spill. So she puts Krishna aside and quickly she goes to attend to the milk that was boiling on the fire. No, and then how does Krishna react? Krishna is very very angry and his lips and his eyes have become red in rage, it is described. He pressed his teeth and lips, and then what he did, he took a piece of stone, he broke the butter pot, he took butter out of it. He has false tears in his eyes, and he starts to eat the butter in a secluded place. In the meantime, Mother Yashoda returned to the churning place after setting the overflowing milk pan in order. She saw the broken pot in which the churning yogurt had been kept. Since she could not find her boy, she concluded that the broken pot was his work. She smiled as she thought, the child is very clever. After breaking the pot, he has left this place fearing punishment. After she sought all over, she found her son sitting on a big wooden grinding mortar which was kept upside down. He was taking butter from a pot which was hanging from the ceiling on a swing, and he was feeding it to the monkeys. She saw Krishna looking this way and that way in fear of her because he was conscious of his naughty behavior. After seeing her son so engaged, she very silently approached him from behind. Krishna, however, saw her coming toward him with a stick in her hand, and he immediately got down from the grinding mortar and began to flee in fear. So now Mother Yashoda, she has come back after she has attended to that milk which was on the fire. And then when she comes back, she saw all this mess that Krishna has created. And then she sees the butter smeared footprints of Krishna and she's able to trace those footprints. And now she goes to where Krishna is. So where was Krishna sitting? He was sitting on an upside down grinding mortar and he was fearful of Krishna every time because he knows he has been naughty. So he was uh, looking looking out of that, okay, Mother Yashoda may come very soon, no? And then when he sees that Mother Yashoda is coming towards him with a stick in her hand, he begins to run out of fear. So remember, this is the same Krishna who killed Putana, who killed Trinavarta, who killed Shakatasura, but now he's afraid of the stick in Mother Yashoda's hand. Let's see what happens next. Mother Yashoda chased him to all corners, trying to capture the Supreme Personality of Godhead who was never approached even by the meditations of great yogis. In other words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was never caught by the yogis and speculators, was playing just like a little child for such a great devotee as Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda, however, could not easily catch the fast running child because of her thin waist and heavy body. Still, she tried to follow him as fast as possible. Her hair loosened and the flowers in her hair fell to the ground. Although she was tired, she somehow reached her naughty child and captured him. When he was caught, Krishna was almost on the point of crying. He smeared his hands over his eyes, which were anointed with black eye cosmetics. The child saw his mother's face while she stood over him, and his eyes became restless from fear. So now he's running in the courtyard of the house, no, because he's afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick. And Mother Yashoda is running after him and she wants to catch him, but she is not able to run as fast as Krishna because Krishna runs really very fast, no. But then eventually she does succeed in catching Krishna. And it is described how that as she was following Krishna, her hair became loose and the flowers in her hair fell to the ground. So the acharyas explained that these flowers that fell to the ground, say in Braj, everything is animate, no. So these flowers also, who are these flowers that are there in the hair of Mother Yashoda, some of them fell to the ground because they want to touch the feet of Mother Yashoda. The acharyas explain this because they want to touch the feet of Mother Yashoda because she's such a elevated personality, such a great personality that Krishna is running from her out of fear. No, so they want to fall at the feet of Mother Yashoda. That's why some of those flowers fell. Some of those flowers are thinking, no, no, this is I don't want to be a part of this conspiracy where Krishna, our Supreme Lord, he is going to be captured and he's running away from fear of Mother Yashoda. I don't want to be a part of this conspiracy. So therefore, they fall off from Mother Yashoda's hair. So like this, these flowers are thinking like that, and therefore they fell away from Mother Yashoda's hair. Let's see what happens next. Mother Yashoda could understand that Krishna was unnecessarily afraid, and for his benefit, she wanted to allay his fears. Being the topmost well-wisher of her child, Mother Yashoda thought, if the child is too fearful of me, I don't know what will happen to him. Mother Yashoda then threw away her stick. In order to punish him, she thought to bind his hands with some ropes. She did not know it, but it was actually impossible for her to bind the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mother Yashoda was thinking that Krishna was her tiny child. She did not know that the child had no limitation. So what name of Krishna means that he is unlimited?
Nanta.
Ananta, no? Ananta. So how can you bind something that is unlimited, that has no beginning and no end? Can you bind someone or something that has no beginning and no end? That's an impossible task, isn't it? So here, Mother Yashoda is trying to bind that personality who is unlimited, who is unlimited. And also, the acharyas describe that why Mother Yashoda decided to bind Krishna is because Krishna told Mother Yashoda, because Yashoda was telling Krishna that you are naughty like a monkey. No, you're eating butter like a monkey, or you're being naughty and restless like a monkey. So then Krishna told Yashoda that, okay, you're saying that I am behaving like a monkey, then I will go to the forest and I will live with the monkeys. So Mother Yashoda is thinking that, okay, now nobody else is there at home, right? Rohini also is not there. And I am busy with my household duties. So I don't want Krishna to actually go to the forest, to actually leave the house and go to the forest. So I'm going to bind him. And therefore she decides to bind Krishna. There is no inside or outside of him, nor beginning or end. He is unlimited and all pervading. Indeed, he is himself the whole cosmic manifestation. Still, Mother Yashoda was thinking of Krishna as her child. Although he is beyond the reach of all senses, she endeavored to bind him to a wooden grinding mortar. But when she tried to bind him, she found that the rope she was using was too short by 2 inches. She gathered more ropes from the house and added to it. But still she found the same shortage. In this way, she connected all the ropes available at home, and when the final knot was added, she saw that the rope was still 2 inches too short. Mother Yaśodā was smiling, but she was astonished. How was it happening? What name of Krishna means that he is beyond the reach of all senses? He is beyond the reach of all the senses. We cannot understand him with our senses. We cannot understand him with our material senses. What
Rishikesha?
No, Rishikesha means he is the master of all the senses.
Senses, okay.
Is the Atkoshya?
Yeah, very close. Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja. Very nice, Hari. So the name Adhokshaja means Krishna is beyond the reach of all the senses. Okay, so now what happened? She brings a rope and she wants to tie Krishna, but it is falling short by how much?
2 inches.
2 inches. No, just 2 inches it is falling short. So now she brings more rope from the house. She attaches a rope and again she is trying to bind Krishna, but again it is falling short by
2 inches.
2 inches. No, so she brings all the rope in the house and she connects all of them, but still at the end when she tries to bring the ends together, again it is falling short by 2 inches or 2 fingers. No, some places it is described as 2 fingers and sometimes it is described as 2 inches, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay. In attempting to bind her son, she became tired. She was perspiring and the garland on her head fell down. Then Lord Krishna appreciated the hard labor of his mother and being compassionate upon her, he agreed to be bound up by the ropes. Krishna, playing as a human child in the house of Mother Yaśodā, was performing his own selected pastimes. Of course, no one can control the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The pure devotee surrenders himself unto the lotus feet of the Lord, who may either protect or vanquish the devotee. But for his part, the devotee never forgets his own position of surrender. Similarly, the Lord also feels transcendental pleasure by submitting himself to the protection of the devotee. This was exemplified by Krishna's surrender unto his mother Yaśodā. So finally, has Mother Yaśodā succeeded in binding Krishna?
Yes,
Yes. How?
because in the end, Krishna gave up and he saw
In the
that
end, yes. In the end, Krishna accepted defeat. No, Krishna, he was very happy to be defeated by Mother Yaśodā. So why did he agree to be bound? Because Krishna agreed to be bound, only Yaśodā was able to bind him. So why did Krishna agree to be bound? What is it that pleased Krishna?
Her hard work and love. Her hard work.
Her hard work, no, because
Attempts.
Yaśodā, remember, she's
Attempts.
perspiring, no, she's perspiring, she's completely exhausted. And so, seeing the hard labor of his mother, then Krishna agreed to be bound. Say here, Krishna appreciated the hard labor of his mother and being compassionate upon her, he agreed to be bound up by the ropes. So, nobody can bind Krishna. But Krishna very happily agrees to be bound by the devotees. And what is it that attracts Krishna? Is our sincerity, our labor, our hard work. See, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that those who serve me with devotion, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. So when Krishna says that I carry what you lack, Krishna agrees, no, he accepts and he recognizes the fact that we lack many things. So Krishna is not telling us you have to do the best. Krishna is not saying you do the best. He is only saying you do your best. So when we do our best, when we are sincere and we work hard and we do our best, then Krishna will automatically put in what we are lacking. That's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, no, to those who worship me with devotion, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. So here also, Mother Yaśodā, she is laboring so hard, no? And when Krishna sees her hard work, when he sees her labor, her sincerity, and her determination, because she doesn't give up. No, the Acharyas explained that this pastime of Krishna went on from sunrise to sunset. So remember, Yasoda was churning butter early in the morning. So the whole day up till sunset, she's been trying to bind Krishna, and she never gave up. She never ever gave up. No, so in our spiritual life, the key to success is we have to be sincere and determined, and that will attract Krishna. And Krishna is very, very happy to accept defeat at the hands of his devotee. Krishna, see, he took the subordinate position also of being Arjuna's chariot driver, which is a subordinate position, no, because the chariot driver is a servant of the master, of the one who's riding on the chariot. But Krishna was very, very happy to take up that subordinate position for the sake of his dear devotee Arjuna. So, in whenever there is a competition, transcendental competition between Bhakta and Bhagavan, the Bhakta will always succeed, and Bhagavan is very happy to succeed. Krishna is the supreme bestower of all kinds of liberation to his devotees, but the benediction which was bestowed upon Mother Yasoda was never experienced even by Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva or the goddess of fortune. So, Krishna is the giver of liberation. But the liberation that Mother Yasoda got was not got by anybody else. That's why she has a liberation called as Vimukti, special liberation. What is the special liberation that she has? That only she can chase after Krishna with a stick, and Krishna is running out of fear of Mother Yasoda. Only she gets to enjoy that nectar, that transcendental pastimes with Krishna. So Mother Yasoda has Vimukti, special liberation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj, is never so completely known to the yogis and speculators, but he is easily available to his devotees. Nor is he appreciated by the supreme reservoir of all pleasure by the yogis and speculators. After binding her son, Mother Yasoda engaged herself in household affairs. At that time, bound up by the wooden mortar, Krishna could see a pair of trees before him, which were known as Arjuna trees, the great reservoir of pleasure. Lord Sri Krishna thus thought to himself, Mother Yasoda first of all left without feeding me sufficient milk, and therefore I broke the pot of yogurt and distributed the stock butter in charity to the monkeys. Now she has bound me up to a wooden mortar, so I shall do something more mischievous than before. And thus he thought of pulling down the two very tall Arjuna trees. So these were two trees, twin trees, in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. And now Krishna is bound to the mortar, and he wants to bring down these two tall Arjuna trees. There is a history behind the pair of Arjuna trees. In their previous lives, the trees were born as the human sons of Kuvera, and their names were Nalakuvara and Manigriva. Fortunately, they came within the vision of the Lord. In their previous lives, they were cursed by the great sage Narada in order to receive the highest benediction of seeing Lord Krishna. This benediction curse was bestowed upon them because of their forgetfulness due to intoxication. This story will be narrated in the next chapter. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 9th chapter of Krishna. Mother Yasoda binds Lord Krishna. So, this story we will see in detail in the next chapter. So, that we will see next week.
Mataji, can you go one slide back?
Here?
No, behind this one. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so if you happen to visit Gokul, then you can go and see the exact spot where Krishna was bound by Mother Yasoda. So, this place is called Damodar Leela Sthali in Gokul. And these are the remains of the grinding mortar that you can, even today, you can go and have the darshan of this grinding mortar in Gokul. A must see place if you visit that place. Okay, now let's discuss a little more about this Leela. Now, Mother Yasoda had two choices, no? She could have let the milk boil over and she could continue feeding Krishna.
I'm asking you last time to.
Okay, Shivani. And then the other option was put Krishna down and attend to the boiling milk. So, of course, she did the second option, right? But she also had the choice of let the milk boil over and continue feeding Krishna. So, what do you think? Did she do the right thing? Should she have not allowed Krishna to drink milk and let that little bit of milk that is on the fire just boil over? What do you think?
Who are we to say actually?
Very difficult decision.
Very difficult decision. Okay.
I think no, because she did not want to waste
I
the
have a
milk.
question.
She didn't want to waste the milk. Okay, very nice.
If she had,
The milk boiled up because the milk was feeling sad that if he's drinking the milk of mother and then he will be fulfilled and then he won't be able to drink the milk of the boiling up milk. So he wanted to boil up and drop on the out of the pan so Krishna could have his milk. Krishna could drink that milk
Yeah,
because
very
that
nice point. Actually, the acharyas do explain that the milk that was boiling over, why was the milk boiling over? Is because that milk that was on the fire saw, oh, Krishna is drinking Yashoda's milk. And Yashoda produces unlimited milk, no? Because we saw how, out of affection for her son, we read that how out of affection for her son, Yashoda was producing more and more milk. And Krishna is enjoying Yashoda's milk. Because, see, mother's milk is psychological. If the mother, when she feeds the child her milk, if she feels happy and elated, then the body of the mother will automatically produce more milk. But if the mother is stressed out and she's thinking, oh, I need to go here, I need to go there, I need to attend to this, I need to go for my job, I have to, I don't know, do so many things. If she's thinking all these things and I want my child to better be done quickly and because I want to do other things, then the mother's milk will dry out. The body will not produce so much milk because mother's milk is psychological. So when the mother feels a lot of affection for her child, then automatically the mother's milk will body will produce more milk. In fact, the more milk the mother gives to the child, the more milk the mother's body will produce. See, material calculation is if I have two and I give you one, I'm left with one. But spiritual calculation is if I two and I give you one, I will again have two or even more than two, unlimited. No. So the more milk the mother gives to the baby, the more milk the mother's body will produce. So the milk that was boiling on the fire saw that Krishna is taking Mother Yashoda's milk, so I don't stand a chance. So Krishna is not going to use me in his service. So what is the use of my existence if I cannot serve Krishna? So the milk wants to boil over and wants to commit suicide. So that's why the milk was boiling over. Okay, so yes, that's what the acharyas explain. Okay. Anyway, let's see here how the acharyas explain, give the answer to this question. First of all, the acharya says, don't even ask this question. So Shailesh said, now who are we to ask this? So that is correct. The acharya says, don't even ask that question because Mother Yashoda is a pure devotee, the most elevated personality, and whatever she does is correct. So we should actually not even ask this question. But for those people who have this doubt in their mind and they want to understand how to understand this, so then the acharyas also give more explanations. So Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport that sometimes one must take care of more than one item of important business for the same purpose. Therefore, Mother Yashoda was not unjust when she left her son to take care of the overflowing milk. On the platform of love and affection, it is the duty of the devotee to do one thing first and other things later. The proper intuition by which to do this is given by Krishna. In Krishna consciousness, everything is dynamic. Krishna guides the devotee in what to do first and what to do next on the platform of absolute truth. So, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that sometimes we may have to choose between two services. Both services are for Krishna. In this case, that milk which was boiling on the fire, that also was for Krishna only. No, that Yashoda is not having for herself. She's not thinking that I'm boiling that milk because I want to enjoy the butter that I will make out of it. No, that milk also is for Krishna only. So she feeding Krishna her milk or she boiling that milk over there, that milk also is for Krishna's service. So sometimes we have to choose between two services, although both services are for Krishna. So therefore there's nothing wrong. And so which service to choose, then Srila Prabhupada explains that Krishna from within will give you the inspiration as to which service we should choose. So there's nothing wrong because both the milk was for the satisfaction or for the service of Krishna. Then Padma Gandha milk is special. So that milk that was boiling over is not an ordinary milk. Okay, so Nanda Maharaj had 900,000 cows. Out of that, a few selected cows, they were fed a very sweet, special grass, soft grass they were fed. And therefore the milk that was taken from those cows was a special milk which had a very nice aroma. And that special milk was used. That milk is called as a Padma Gandha milk. So that milk Yashoda is using to make butter for Krishna. So that milk is special milk. It's not an ordinary milk. Then milk was meant for Krishna. Yashoda's apparent neglect also is a show of her affection only, as that milk also is to serve Krishna only. So that was apparent neglect. It appears like it's a neglect, but it is not a neglect by Yashoda. Yashoda is not neglecting Krishna because it is her affection only that she wants to save that milk which was for Krishna. Then Yashoda's intention was pure. So motive or the consciousness is very, very important. Motive is more important than action. So her intention was pure, no, because she doesn't want to waste the milk. That is for Krishna's service. Yashoda told Krishna, "Give me one moment, I will come back very quickly." She was very attentive in her service to both Krishna and milk. So she told Krishna that I will very quickly come back. She went running, she rushed to attend to that boiling milk, and she very quickly she came back. It's not that she's neglecting Krishna for extended period of time. No, very quickly she came back. So she was very attentive in her service to both Krishna and the milk. Then Yashoda wanted to protect Krishna's property as he will be future king, and for a Vaishya community, cow and milk protection is of utmost importance. So because they are Vaishyas, so cow protection and milk, wastage of milk is not auspicious, especially for a Vaishya community. So therefore, she wants to protect Krishna's property. So on the platform of love and devotion, even apparent neglect is a display of love. Now coming back to this point where Srila Prabhupada is explaining that Krishna guides the devotee in what to do first and what to do next on the platform of absolute truth. Actually, we have a shloka in the Bhagavad Gita which says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So Krishna guides the devotee from within. Krishna says that I will give the understanding. So Krishna will always guide a devotee in what to do first and what to do next. So that intuition is given by Krishna. Now let us look at some of the other lessons that we can see in this Damodar Leela. See, it is explained that when Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna and the rope was falling short by 2 inches or by 2 fingers, because this was the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, so all the neighborhood women, all the neighborhood gopis, they have also come there, and actually ropes from all the neighbors' houses also were brought in to try to bind Krishna. Even all the ropes in all the neighbors' houses were not able to bind Krishna. So they have joined all the ropes practically in town, but they were not able to bind Krishna. So all these other neighborhood women, these gopis who had assembled there, they were laughing at what is going on, because every time she is trying to bring the ropes together, it is falling short by 2 fingers or 2 inches. And then they tell Yashoda also that you will not be able to bind him, just let it be. No, and they are laughing at what is going on. But you see, Mother Yashoda, she never gave up. She never gave up. So in our spiritual life also, when we take to spirituality, there will be many people around us who will make fun of us. No, they will laugh at us. They think that we are crazy, we are mad, we are being fanatics. But it doesn't matter. We continue in our spiritual life with determination. So although others may think that we are crazy, we know who is crazy. Srila Prabhupada always explained that how even less than 1% of the world population, actually they are devotees, if you go to see. So you are actually swimming against the current when you take to spirituality. So there will be people who will make fun of you and tell you to even give it up. But one does not give up, just as how Yashoda was determined in her efforts, in her service, focused in her service. Then what happens, although Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna and the gopis were laughing and she continued with determination, did she meet with success? Initially, she was only meeting with failure. No, every time she tried, morning to evening, sunrise to sunset, she's only meeting with failure, 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 failure. Still, that failure did not deter her from continue trying to bind Krishna. So, first of all, she was getting negative feedback. Then she was completely fatigued. She was completely exhausted. No, still she did not give up. And then again, also she's meeting failure, but she did not give up. So this is in spirituality, we have to understand. Even though we may receive negative feedback, even though we are tired, we are exhausted, even though sometimes we do not meet with success, still we do not give up our endeavors. Yeah, Upasana, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, Sanam, this philosophy is only for spiritual, or it can be extended to the other aspects of life where you truly believe in something and you should continue, well, even if you receive negative feedback.
See, in your material life, sometimes when you get negative feedback, maybe it is good for your spiritual life. Sometimes Krishna may give you failures in your material life because maybe if you get success in that particular material aspect, then maybe it's not good for your spiritual life. So if you keep Krishna in the center and you apply it also in your material life, but still you may not necessarily be materially successful because Krishna may not give you that material success if it is coming in the way of your spiritual well-being. For example, let's just take an example. If you are working and you're applying for a transfer to another place and you're getting a very good salary there, it's a very nice place, no, and your desire is that my transfer should be approved and I want to go and live there and I want to earn double my current salary. Maybe Krishna will not let it will not sanction that desire of yours. Even though you may try, you may not get success because maybe in that new venue, even though you're getting more salary and you like the place, maybe there is no devotee association there for you. And where you are currently situated, maybe you have devotee association, and although you're earning less, but it's good for your spiritual well-being. So in your material life you may not meet with success, you may be frustrated, but in spiritual life success will definitely come if you continue despite your challenges.
So
Okay,
spiritual life, your spiritual things should be always on the top priority.
most definitely, no doubt about that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, thanks.
so Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, he explains how divine empowerment makes mission impossible mission unstoppable. So even though there may be some things that are impossible, but when Krishna decides to empower you, then who can stop you? Who can stop you? See, Srila Prabhupada is a classic example. No, it was an impossible task to go to the West. No money, no contacts, no health. No, he suffered heart attacks when he was on board the Jaladuta. On the way, he was on the way to America in that Jaladuta in that ship. He got these massive heart attacks, and so he has no health. He does not even have youth. He's 70. He celebrated his 70th birthday on board the ship, so he does not even have age on his side. There are no contacts, no money, no nothing, and he's gone there to establish Krishna consciousness as a worldwide movement. As a worldwide movement. So if you go to see practically, it is impossible task. And for 1 year, Krishna severely tested him for 1 whole year. No, his typewriter was stolen, he was robbed, he was attacked, he was dealing with drug addicts and all those kind of people. So but then after that, Krishna gave him unlimited success, isn't it? Unlimited success. He single-handedly established ISKCON as a worldwide organization. Now wherever you go in the world, there is ISKCON. So this was all done single-handedly by Srila Prabhupada. Nobody else can claim credit for this. Prabhupada did it single-handedly. So, divine empowerment makes mission impossible, mission unstoppable. So, one should not focus on what lies around you because although Yaśodā received so much negative feedback, but she was just focused on her service, no. So don't focus on what lies around you, but focus on what lies ahead of you. So although there may be challenges, there may be people around you giving you negative feedback, but you just focus, okay, if I'm focused on my spiritual life, then I know what is coming ahead of me because Krishna is pleased. Krishna is pleased. When Krishna is pleased, then who cares for anybody else? Nothing else matters. Now, what is the meaning of these two fingers that were falling short of the 2 inches? What is the meaning of these two fingers? The acharyas explain
Mercy
that
and surrender.
mercy and surrender. Yes, whose mercy and whose surrender? One is the surrender or the parishramam or the hard work or the labor of the devotee. First of all, the devotee has to put in his or her hard work, no, one's surrender to Krishna. So that is one, the first finger. And then the second finger is, yes, when there is surrender, when there is hard work, when there is parishramam, then the Lord will give his mercy, then the Lord will give his sanction. So Krishna agreed to be bound after seeing Yasoda's surrender. So these are the two fingers, very, very important. If we have one, if we take care of our part, then Krishna will do his part. But we have to do our part. We have to work hard, we have to labor, we have to be determined, we have to be sincere. Then Krishna will give his mercy. So this is the meaning of the two fingers. See, phala is equal to whatever fruit we get. No, phala is equal to karma plus daiva plus kala. Whatever results we get is a combination of three factors: our karma, our work, then daiva. It should be also sanctioned by God. So we have to work hard, plus the Lord also has to sanction. And then there is also kala, the time factor. It's not necessary that it should come at a certain time when we want it. No, the results will not necessarily come when we want it. The results will come when the time factor is right for us. For example, if we want the result of having a very nice mango tree in my courtyard. So what is my work? I have to sow the seed, I have to take care of the plant, I have to see it grows nicely, and then it grows big, big, big. And then the Lord also has to sanction it. No, it has to rain at the right quantity in the right time. If there is no rain, then how will my tree grow? If there is too much rain, if there is flood also, how will my tree grow? So then we have these, the Lord also has to sanction. The Lord also has to sanction it. And then the time factor. There is a certain time period that goes from the sowing of the seed to having a full grown tree with fresh, ripe mangoes that I can enjoy. So phala is equal to karma plus daiva plus kala. Work, our work, the Lord has to sanction, and also is the time factor.
Hare Krishna
Another
Mataji,
example
can I
is
ask something?
if there is a couple, they want to have a child. No, so first of all they have to unite. That is the work. Then the Lord has to sanction, because there are many couples who unite. There are many couples who are medically fit, but they are not able to conceive because the soul is not present. No, so the Lord also has to sanction it. Then time factor. There is a 9-month gestation period, after which only the one can have the child. So three factors are very, very important. So what to understand now? Lessons. Performance matters. Yes, performance matters. Our work matters. How we do our work matters. But performance is not all that matters. One cannot say that, yes, I have done my job, I have done my work, so I have to get it. No, the Lord also should sanction it. The Lord also should sanction it. Because sometimes Krishna may decide not to sanction something for you if it is not for your, it's not good for your spiritual well-being. So yes, we are the makers of our destiny, but we are not the masters of our destiny. We can make our destiny, we can put in our hard work, we can work, but we are not the masters of our destiny, because again, the Lord has to sanction. Yes, Upasana?
How do we know it is, means if you are working for something and you're not getting, well, how you don't know it is the less work or it is the Krishna doesn't sanction? Because ultimately, if you're not getting, then you will be frustrated.
Yes, so how does a devotee see? A devotee sees that, okay, if I'm not getting it, it's because of Krishna's will. If I'm getting it, also it is because of Krishna's will. So if I'm not getting it, it's because Krishna does not want to give it to me, because it's not good, obviously, for my spiritual well-being. This is how devotee thinks.
Okay, but it could be also because you are not really working as harder as it should be. So,
Yeah, so
whether
therefore you work hard. You work hard, you put in your best effort.
okay,
From
okay.
your side, you have to do your best. That's what Krishna wants you to do. You do your best.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Shivani?
Mataji, the maybe 2 slides back, the two things that you said, can you repeat them? Um, I forgot.
This?
Yeah, yes.
The two fingers, one is the hard work of the devotee, the labor of the devotee, the parishramam, and the other is the mercy, the kripa. Parishramam and kripa are the two fingers.
Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Krishna is beyond the range of the head. We just saw a name of Krishna, no? He's beyond the range of the senses, Adhokshaja. So yes, he's Adhokshaja. He's beyond the range of the senses. But he is not beyond the reach of the heart. He is not beyond the reach of the heart. Krishna very happily accepts defeat for his dearmost devotees. Krishna can change the rules of the game for his devotees. So God is not a concept to be learned, because sometimes we get into so much theory, so much of Shastra we want to memorize, and we want to slice and dice and analyze each and every word. So it's not that we have to understand Shastra theoretically. It's not that God is a concept to be learned, but he's a person to be loved. He's a person to be loved. If you just believe that God is a person, God is a person, then you are more advanced than most of the world population, most of the world population. So God is a person. He loves you, and only he wants you to love him, and that also for your own well-being. So Krishna is a person to be loved. Krishna's love for us does not depend on who we are. We may be the most rotten, we may be the most fallen, we may be the most sinful, we may be at doing our worst behavior, but still Krishna loves us. Still Krishna will love us. Oh, why my screen is frozen? Can you all see?
Yes.
Okay, because my screen got frozen. Krishna's love for us depends on who he is. He is Bhakta Vatsala. No, he loves his devotees. So Krishna's love for us does not depend on who we are. Krishna's love for us depends on who he is. He is Bhakta Vatsala. And not only he is Bhakta Vatsala, he is also Kripana Vatsala. Kripana Vatsala means he is also the well-wisher of the Kripanas, of the fallen conditioned souls, which we will see in the next chapter. Okay, how he is also Kripana Vatsala. Our experience of his love depends on who we are. So he always loves us, but we are not able to experience his love. So our experience of his love depends on who we are. If we are willing to surrender, then only we will be able to experience Krishna's love for us. But Krishna opens his doors for everyone to love him. Krishna very openly declares that, look, see, in this Damodar Leela, very openly he is declaring, this is how you can conquer me. This is how you can defeat me. Very openly he is declaring that. No, see, usually we will not tell people how you can conquer me. Will we tell people how you can defeat me? We are not going to reveal that, because it's a secret. No, we don't want to be defeated. But Krishna here is openly declaring, this is the way you can defeat me. This is the way you can conquer me, by your love. So sometimes we are not able to experience that love because of who we are. But Krishna's love does not depend on who we are. Krishna's love depends on who he is. Yeah, Shailesh, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, you said that we need to love God or love Krishna as a person, but then when you love Krishna as a person, which form of Krishna are you supposed to love? Is it Bal Krishna, or is it the pastime wherein he is with Radha, or is it the Krishna who is in Mahabharat, who's narrating the Gita? Because they are three different forms, and we uh, so which form should one when we say that we should love him as a person,
So you can
which
love
form
whichever
should we?
form you are most attracted to. It doesn't matter. So whichever form you feel natural attraction, that form you can worship. Okay.
Generally, for me, that is Bal Krishna. I have a
Okay,
small
very
child.
nice. Okay, very nice. So if you are attracted to Bal Krishna, to Krishna as a child, then you can worship Krishna as a child. That is your rasa with Krishna. No, everyone, each one of us shares a certain mellow with the Lord. So whichever form you are attracted to, you can worship.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so coming back to the month of Kartik. In the month of Kartik, we offer ghee lamps to Lord Damodar. Lord Damodar is this form of Krishna where he is being tied by Mother Yaśodā. So in this whole month, the month of Kartik, what we do is we offer ghee lamps to the Lord. And every day we recite this prayer or this song called as a Damodar Ashtakam. Ashtak, the word Ashtak means 8. So these are 8 prayers in the glorification of Lord Damodar. So when this month of Damodar comes, I would recommend each one of you to please definitely recite these 8 stanzas every single day and offer ghee lamps to Lord Damodar and be unlimitedly blessed. See, in these 8 stanzas, the last paragraph here says, Namastestu damne spurat dipti damne Twadidorayatha Vishwasya Damne. Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to your brilliantly effulgent abode of rope which binds your belly. Thus I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. So here the author is offering obeisances to the rope. Why to the rope? Why to the rope? Why do we have to offer obeisances to the rope?
the connection.
That signifies two fingers, no? Basically, maybe that
Okay,
is they're
so
referring to.
It's the connection between God and devotee.
Because you are giving, right?
because it simply
So
binds
surrender to the God
Krishna.
and God is going to bless you, right? Maybe that's
Okay, actually
signifying
the
that.
answer to this is in the next chapter when Krishna goes between the two trees and he brings the two trees down. Okay, so when you read the chapter, you see how Krishna crawls between the two trees and he brings the two trees down. The trees come crashing down, but the rope does not break. The trees are breaking, but that rope does not break because that rope is the rope of love of Mother Yaśodā. No, so therefore that rope is glorious. But yeah, we will see this in detail because this Damodar Leela is in two parts. Then he is offering obeisances to the belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. So which expansion of Krishna we see that the entire universe is created? Which Vishnu is that?
His navel.
Virad.
From his
Jagdish,
navel comes the lotus flower, and in that lotus, in the stem of the lotus flower are the 14 planetary systems. Which Vishnu is that?
Garbhodakshai Vishnu.
Garbhodakashai Vishnu. Yes, Garbhodakashai Vishnu. Then he is offering obeisances to Srimati Radharani and then offering obeisance to the unlimited pastimes or the Leelas of Sri Krishna. So, okay, so we can understand unlimited pastimes because by these Leelas he is attracting the people. But why is he offering obeisances to Srimati Radharani? What is Srimati Radharani? Did she appear in this pastime?
Yes, she appeared.
She appeared. Did we read that in today's chapter?
We didn't read it, but she appears, and then only after that only Yashoda Mata could tie up Srimad Krishna.
Okay, actually, if you go to see Srimati Radharani's role in this Damodar Leela, is that she was the one who first bound Krishna. Okay, after that only this pastime was played out in Gokul. So Srila Jiva Goswami explains that in Golok Vrindavan, Lord Krishna eternally assumes a youthful form. In this form, he enjoys in various ways along with his beloved Srimati Radhika. Once during the Kartik month, he stayed home to celebrate the festival arranged by Purnamasi. Due to the festivities that day, he arrived late at night to meet Srimati Radhika. In a state of anger, she tied him up using her waistband as a rope. Krishna then narrated everything that had taken place at his home that caused the delay. This story appeased her, after which Krishna said to her, O slender-waisted Radhika, I am most satisfied by this action of you in binding me lovingly by your waistband. O beautiful lady, this name of mine, Damodara, has now become dearer to me. In this world of mine, no other name is as dear to me as this name. By chanting this name, one will always have children and will attain all perfection along with the rarest forms of devotional service. One will also be able to stay eternally in my abode by chanting these names. In the near future, when Mother Yashoda will bind me to the mota, this name of mine will be manifest in the material world. In this month of Kartik, one who worships me with you according to the rules of the scriptures will attain the fulfillment of all desires. So actually, the first personality who bound Krishna by the waist was Srimati Radharani in Golok Vrindavan. So in the spiritual world, she has bound Krishna. And then only he came to be known as Damodar. So Damodar means that personality who is bound by the waist. That's why Krishna got the name Damodar. And then he says that yes, in the future, in on earth, when Mother Yashoda will bind me to the mota, then this name of mine will be manifested in the material world. So actually, Srimati Radharani was the one who bound Krishna in Golok. Because without Radharani's mercy, we cannot bind Krishna. One cannot receive the mercy of Krishna without receiving the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So this is her role. And Srimati Radharani is the predominating deity of this month of Kartik. So the same thing here is also written by Krishnadas Kaviraj in his commentary. You can read when I share the slides in the group. So the last 5 days of this month of Kartik are called as Bhishma Panchaka. Bhishma Panchaka. It was during this period only that Bhishma Dev, he gave up his body. He was on this bed of arrows for several days in the Mahabharat war, at the end of the Mahabharat war. And then this was a time period when he gave up his body during the Bhishma Panchaka. So these last 5 days of the month of Kartik are the most potent, most powerful. The month of Kartik itself is very, very powerful, but the last 5 days of the month of Kartik are even more powerful. And it is believed, it is said, it is explained, it is told to us by the Acharyas that whatever austerity we do in the last 5 days of Kartik is equal to having done it for the whole month. So the last 5 days of Kartik are even more powerful. So here there are 24 benefits of offering a lamp to Lord Damodar in the month of Kartik coming from our Shastras. You can read this when I share the slides in the group. This is homework for you. Okay. Now this is a Leela full of contradictions. Now I will tell you the contradiction. You tell me how it contradicts. Okay. So Krishna is Atmaram. He is fully self-sufficient. Still in this Leela, what did he show that he is not self-sufficient? How?
By robbing
Self-sufficient
the
means he
butter.
does not need anything external to satisfy him. No, he is self-satisfied. He doesn't need anything external to satisfy him. So still in this Leela,
He robs butter.
He wants the milk of
He
Yashoda.
wants milk from his
He
mother.
was upset when
Wants-
Yaśodā put him down to switch off the.
he wanted the milk from Yaśodā. No, so
Yeah.
he's not satisfied with what he has. He wants something external. He wants Mother Yashoda's milk to satisfy him. No. So Krishna is Atmaram, still he wanted to drink Mother Yashoda's milk. Then Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Pranachyati. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Still in this Leela, Krishna was not satisfied with the milk that Yashoda gave him, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So although Yashoda gave him little milk, he was not satisfied. Then Krishna is Achyuta, infallible. He is Ajita, unconquered. Still in this Leela,
He bowed by
tied-
Mother Yasoda's conquered robe.
the stick. In this Leela, he was conquered. He was defeated by Mother Yashoda. Although he is Achyuta, infallible, he cannot be defeated. He cannot be conquered, Ajita. But still in this Leela, he accepted defeat. So Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. One should always be engaged in rendering devotional service in loving ecstasy. Priti purvakam. Always. Satata yuktanam. Always engaged. Okay, satatam. So devotional service should be satatam. Always. Constant. Without any break. But still in this Leela we saw
Anger of Yaśodā.
We saw that Yaśoda interrupted her devotional service that she was doing to Krishna, giving him her milk, and she went to attend to another milk, right? So you can say from the external angle of vision that her devotional service was not satam, from the external angle of vision, but we know from the acharyas that even the other milk was only for service to Krishna. Then Krishna is Purna Kamam, he is fully satisfied, yet in this Leela,
He wants more milk.
he wants even more milk. He was not fully satisfied, no? Then Krishna is Satchitananda Vigraha. Krishna says that he is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. And he also says in Bhagavad Gita that he is not under the modes of material nature. Still in this Leela,
Under
Was upset, right?
He got angry.
He got angry. Yes, anger is under which mode?
Mode
of passion. Yes, Rajoguna, no? But so he's saying, I am not under the modes of material nature, but from the external angle of vision, he's angry. And therefore he's under the mode of passion. Again, from the external angle of vision. Then Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that there are three gates that lead to hell: lust, anger, and greed. And Krishna says every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. So which of the three gates did Krishna show? Lust, anger, and greed.
Greed.
When he got angry, he wanted more milk from Madre Yaśodā.
Yes.
He got angry also because she left him.
Yes.
No, and
He was both angry and greedy.
he was angry and greedy.
Greed.
And last was he wanted the pleasure to be close to his mother, no?
Exactly.
His
All
mother's
three.
breast.
So he showed all three: lust, anger, and greed. He was lusty for her milk. So as soon as he came, he stopped her churning and he was lusty for her milk, right? Then he was angry when she put him down. And then he wants even more milk. Why did you put me down? I want even more milk. So lust, anger, and greed. He shows all three in this Leela. Then Krishna as Madhava, he is the husband of the goddess of fortune. And the Brahma Samhita describes how he is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis. Still in this Leela, he is. He is.
Scared of his mother.
He is stealing little bit of butter. He is the husband of Lakshmi Devi. And he's stealing little bit of butter. No? So this is another contradiction in this Leela. Then Krishna is Satyam Param Dhimahi, the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, the author is saying Satyam Param Dhimahi, I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. So Krishna is the absolute truth, but still in this Leela he is speaking lies. He's speaking lies, is it not?
Yeah, that is yes, because that's why last time when his mother wants to open the mouth and he's showing the universe or the past time because
Yes,
the
yes,
line.
yes, yes. Now here, Krishna says, it is because of my supremacy that the wind blows. Out of fear of me, the sun shines out of fear of me. And the Lord of the clouds, Indra, sends forth showers out of fear of me. Fire burns out of fear of me. And death goes about taking its toll out of fear of me. Then the name of Krishna is feared even by fear personified. One of Krishna's names is Abhayadam. He is the giver of fearlessness. That's why a devotee is fearless, because Krishna gives him fearlessness. Then we have Abhayasyesho. He is the controller of fearlessness. But still in this Leela,
He's scared of the stick.
he is scared of the stick in Mother Yashoda's hand. So how can Krishna give you fearlessness if he himself is fearful of a stick? So another contradiction. Then Krishna as Vasudevam Jagadguru, which means Vasudev, Krishna, he is the Jagadguru. He is the spiritual master and the teacher of the whole world. But still in this Leela we see
Yashoda scolding him.
Yashoda is scolding him, teaching him. So she is teaching him discipline when he is Jagadguru. Yashoda is teaching him what is right and wrong. Then in the Bhagavad Gita, we see Krishna is the overseer, Upadrishta. He oversees the activities of all the living entities. But here in this Leela,
He's breaking down the two Arjuna trees.
no, that is in the next chapter.
Uh,
Who is overseeing Krishna here? Krishna is the overseer of all the activities of living
his
entities.
mother is overseeing him.
But here Yashoda is overseeing what Krishna is doing, no? She's saying that, oh, you're naughty, you should do this, you should do that, this is right, this is wrong. Then Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that there is no one superior to him and there is no one equal to him. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mata Parataram Nanyat. There is no truth superior to me, Krishna says. But still in this Leela, he's been defeated by
Yaśodā by
by
Yaśodā.
Yaśodā, yes. So here in this Leela, he is defeated by Yaśodā. So like this, there are many contradictions in this Leela. Most nectarian, it's the crown jewel of all the Vatsalya pastimes of Krishna, as we said before. And it's a very, very glorious month, this month of Kartik. So I would recommend that you please follow this month. This is the biggest bhakti sale. The acharyas explained that for a little bit of service that you do in this month, you get unlimited benefit. So Srila Prabhupada gave this example that how when one, if there is a store that is on sale, selling the same products at a very cheap price. So this is the bhakti sale. You get a lot of spiritual benefit for very little service. So this month of Kartik is the biggest bhakti sale. With this, by the mercy of Sri Guru and Sri Krishna, we come to the end of today's presentation. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Mataji, can you go six slides back?
This?
What is the slide before this? No. There was a slide 10 behind before that. Back. Yeah, one back. Yeah. So this was a. Oh my God. No, one back. It was after 10. No, you had gotten there, but I think you went more back. I'm sorry. There was a slide 10 after that, behind, one back from that.
10. What is that?
But what are you looking for?
That slide. Yeah, this slide, I think. Yeah, one back.
This one?
Yeah. This was
The one behind this, she's saying.
No, this one. This was when Yaśodā. Could you go over this one more time? I forgot.
Krishna is Achyuta, infallible. He is Ajita, unconquerable. But here he was defeated. He was conquered by Yaśodā.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Priyanka, you have your hand raised.
Yes, Mataji, actually there is one statement that the Lord also feels transcendental pleasure by submitting himself to the protection of the devotee. So I am not getting how this is protecting the devotee when this is actually giving the happiness to the devotee. Why the word protection is there? I'm not able to understand how this word is applicable in this.
Yeah, because that is the mood of Yaśodā. That is the mood of Nanda Maharaj. That is the mood of the elderly gopis and the gopas in Vrindavan, that they have to protect baby Krishna. That is their mood. So he's happy to be under the protection of those devotees, those who have this Vatsalya bhav for Krishna, those who have maternal affection for Krishna. So he's happy to play that role under the protection of the devotees. But actually, Krishna needs no protection.
Yeah. That is why I was feeling. I thought the devotee is needing the protection when.
No. These devotees are having that Vatsalya bhav. So parents means parents want to protect their children. No. So he's reciprocating to the maternal affection that the devotees have for him.
Oh, thank you, Mother.
You're welcome. Anything else?
कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम माताजी, श्रील प्रभुपाद, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, गोपीनाथ की जय, अनंत कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम to H. जय पताका महाराज. Thank you, Mataji. No words to your sincere seva. कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम.
Thank you, Mataji, for your sweet association. Okay, are we ready for the test?
Yes.
Okay, so today's test is not going to be based on this chapter. Today's test is not going to be based on this chapter. Today's test is going to be based on a homework that you all had to do. The tables. Remember the names of Krishna and their meanings. So if you have done your homework, you can refer to your homework and you can answer the questions. If you have not done your homework, then you have to rely on your memory. So I'm sharing the link shortly in the group. It's a match the following. You have 15 minutes.
Mataji, I haven't received the link as yet.
I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
I've shared it now. Can you all access it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I have not received.
Received. Cannot access it. You all can access it?
I haven't got.
Okay, I'll share it again. 1 second.
I do.
Okay.
I cannot see it yet.
It's there in the chat. 1 second. Okay, I'll share it again in the chat.
No, yeah.
Your clock is ticking.
Mataji, one small doubt.
Yes.
It is like one question, one answer, right?
Yes.
That's my understanding, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You need to scroll left and right if you're not able to see the whole thing, okay?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there is a bar to
Okay.
scroll.
Thank you.
We had to do the first link. The first link was the one, right?
Both links are the same.
Oh, okay. So I'm done then.
Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I just submitted my quiz.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I also
Hare
submitted
Krishna.
my paper.
Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
I'm finished. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I didn't make the table, so I can't do this test. But what I'm asking is the test of 8th chapter. Can I retake it because my cell phone got jammed?
No, Mataji, we are not having that facility to do past exams. I'm so sorry. That's not possible.
Okay. Thank you, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Submitted exam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can you please send me this link Or can I open it on our private WhatsApp so I can refer to the thing and do the test?
I will send it to your WhatsApp, Mataji.
Okay, this link you can send me, which I can open it on my private link, on my private chat, right?
Yes, yes, I'll send it to you now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie. I submitted Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna, Ayush.
Sanam, can you check if my exam went in or no, please? Because it's not showing me.
Yeah, I have submitted. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hare Krishna.
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. No, Karuna, I'm not able to right now access
Okay.
the
Because
submissions.
because I sent on verify and there was some question, Google question, then it got erased my answer. So I don't think so I
You still have
can.
time, you can do it again,
Okay, let me try.
please.
Yeah, thank you. Now it got this.
I have submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Submitted also.
Okay, thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I have submitted my answer. Thank you.
Thank
Hare
you, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. 15 seconds to go. Okay, time is up. Thank you very much for joining. See you all next week. Till then, have a nice weekend. Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.